So last night, hundreds of people clashed in the streets outside a Donald Trump rally in California. Watch some of this. And it went on and on. 20 people were arrested last night. As far as the last number goes on that, as Trump supporters and Trump protesters clashed out there. Anti-Trump protesters blocked intersections, and as you can see, they jumped on police cars, broke windows in the front and the back of that police car. They threw rocks at cars that were passing by. They blocked the traffic. At one point, a fight broke out when a Trump supporter tried to get his hat back from somebody who had taken it. He ended up with blood streaming all over his face and his head wrapped up in bandages at the end of that. So let's talk about that with Trump campaign national spokeswoman Katrina Pierson. Katrina, good morning. Good to have you with us this morning.
Good morning, Martha. Thank you.
What did you learn about what happened out there last night?
Well, I think this is another indicator of changing the status quo. I mean, we've learned from experience with some of our rallies that there are people that are being paid to cause controversy, to really cause major trouble. And now we've seen them take it to a whole nother level with destruction of property. And you know, it's kind of sad that this is what it has all come down to, considering how the Trump supporters that were out there were flying the American flags and the anti-Trump supporters were flying Mexican flags. And we have to get a handle on this situation, because I really don't think that America wants that to be everyone's future.
There's also a report, though, that there was one incident where a man who was holding a Mexican flag was surrounded by Trump supporters, and they were shouting at this man that was surrounded, "Build the wall, build the wall." Is that something that you condone? And what is the campaign doing to try to lower the temperature a little bit?
Well, Mr. Trump has said that he does not condone violence at any cost. But, I mean, this is still a free speech issue at that point. If they're just saying build a wall, that's just reiterating Mr. Trump's policies. But I don't know what the other people were saying or what they were doing. We can see some of the video and see that both sides of the aisle were not happy with each other, and we could see that it was not the Trump supporters that were defacing police cars and breaking windows. And I think that's the important part here.
You know, but as you go forward and you look at California, I mean, it's going to be obviously a hotly, you see a guy doing donuts out there as well last night. It's going to be, we're probably going to see more of this. I mean, I hope we don't see more of this, and I know Mr. Trump says he hopes that we don't see it. I'm just wondering, you know, what you guys can do to try to lower the temperature to any extent that it's possible on your side.
Well, and I think Mr. Trump, like you said, he says that he doesn't condone these types of acts, but these aren't Trump supporters. It's going to be up to whomever these people are supporting to calm them down. And again, this is something that the left uses. It's a bullying tactic. It's an intimidation tactic. And it's not going to silence Mr. Trump or his supporters because of his policies. That's what they want us to do. They want us to back down off these policies, like building a wall for that matter, which isn't going to happen. So it's not really up to Donald Trump to control other people.
No, I'm talking about people who are, yeah, no, I agree with you. I mean, you know, when you look at what happened to that police car last night, it's just terrible behavior on the part of the people that were out there, and we got to figure a way on both sides to
absolutely,
you know, keep this conversation where it needs to be and not end up with people like the guy in the Trump T-shirt who was bleeding down his face as he was, you know, taken into an ambulance. It just can't happen. It's got to stop. I also want to talk to you about what happened inside the arena last night, and there were people on stage who had been, whose children, whose family members were victims of violence by illegal immigrants. Here's a little bit of that last night. Let's play that.
My son walking down the street, minding his business, coming home, doing everything right. Legal alien sees him, runs over there to him while he's on the phone with his girlfriend. I dedicated my life to my kids like we all do, you know, and to see him laying dead in the street and to hear that he was in the county jail and was released on a Saturday night, no supervision, nobody called ICE. That's not fair as American citizens. We demand Americans first.
We have seen, Katrina, when we look at the exit polls in the states that have already taken place, that immigration is very low on the list of priorities in terms of what people care about. Economy, jobs, #1. What is your take on the California voter and whether or not this issue, which clearly was highlighted last night at the Trump rally, is going to be more significant in California?
Well, this group is the Remembrance Project, and it's based out of Houston. And the border states do find this to be an important issue. And particularly in the border states, we also find it to be an economic and jobs issue. which usually is one of the top priorities of many voters. And this is a group of people who have been not only forgotten, but essentially silenced, because we do have a catch and release program when it comes to illegal aliens and crime in this country. I mean, we do have so many people who have been hurt, and people just really want to be able to go have a Sunday brunch with their family and walk down the pier in San Francisco without having to worry about a 5 times deported illegal alien shooting you in the back. These things are important to voters, but many voters now do see this also as an economic and jobs issue.
What are your, just let me get a quick thought on Indiana before we go, because that is up first, and then the race moves on to California. What is Indiana looking like for you guys on the ground? There's also some speculation that Mike Pence may come out today and throw his support behind someone. They're not answering who that is at this point. Do you have any information on that for us?
I don't know what Mike Pence is going to do, but I do feel good about the ground. The support there, it has been phenomenal. I'm receiving so many messages of people who were supporting other candidates now saying, you know what, I'm ready to get behind Mr. Trump. It's time to take the fight to Hillary Clinton. I think Tuesday showed his ability to break that 50+1 in every area, very conservatives and even women for that matter. And it is time, Martha, it is time for the Republican Party to come together behind the Republican frontrunner so that we can go after Hillary Clinton and win in November.
So if Mike Pence does back Cruz, which some people think he might, what's the impact on your campaign?
Well, we've seen now that endorsements haven't had too much weight in many of these elections, but it might sway people towards Cruz's way. But at the end of the day, he has been mathematically eliminated. This would just be an attempt to force some sort of convention, which I don't think is going to happen. Mr. Trump can still win the 1237 prior to the convention, even if Cruz wins Indiana. So I really don't think it's going to move, because people are seeing the writing on the wall. Mr. Trump is strong. He has the vision. He has the policies. He wants to put Americans first, and he's the only Republican candidate that wants to do those things.
Katrina Pierson, thank you very much for being with us today.
Great to be here.
Are we looking